Hey, wanted to come on and make a video and show everyone what my ham shack looks like. It's nothing all that impressive, just in the corner of our bedroom, but it's what I have to work with. So let me turn the camera around here and I'll give you a quick tour of what I have. Alright, this is it. And I have a few rigs that I use often, and then a couple that I just play around with, as I get a chance. But I'm gonna try to steadily as I can to show you what I have and what I use. So right here, this is my favorite one. This is FTDX-10, and this is primarily what I use for when I do contesting and chasing some weak signal or DX stations. And below it is the Kenwood Ts-180. I just really like this rig. I like the way it sounds. I like how it operates. And I just have some fun with it once in a while, and it's something that I'm able to repair, that I'm not afraid to get into it and do some work to. And let's see, moving over here, that's the IC-705. I have that usually in the shack. That's just set to my local repeater. Maybe scan it around through a few repeaters, and once in a while I'll throw it on digital on HF, and maybe hunt down a couple protestations. And down here's one of the rigs that I've made a few videos on. It's a Xiegu X6100, and I play around with that. I've been having some fun running FT8 inside of that rig. And let's see, going up above is my Yaesu FL-2100B amp, and I run this not very often, maybe a little bit for contesting, but primarily for trying to get through a pileup for a station that I really want to work. And it'll put out about 500 watts pretty consistently. I have an extra set of tubes if I need it, but I got this at a Hamfest last winter and got a great deal on it, and I've been really happy with it. And coming off of that, I go to an amp relay circuit that I made, which is just a reed relay, just to protect my my rig, because that amplifier only runs off of this this HF rig. I don't really have it set up to key off any other rigs. And from what I know, the Yaesu will handle the keying voltage and current from that Yaesu amp, but I don't really want to take a chance. So I built this amp relay. And when it's flipped on, it will key whenever. It'll try to key the amp whenever I'm transmitting. Usually it's off though, because I'm not using it. All my rigs run through this Autotuner, which works great. Most of my antennas are resonant, but for my EndFed Random Wire, it works great on things like 17 meters or 12 meters. And over here is, I don't have it labeled very well, but this is my my rig switch. So instead of using it as an antenna switch, it's just a nice multi-position switch that I can flip from different rigs, so I can run different radios, into whatever antenna I want to use. So one is the DX10, 2 is the 180S, 3 is the 105 or the 705, and then 4 is the Xiegu. And let's see what else I got here. Oh, up here is my tuner for when I am running off the amplifier. When I am using the amplifier, I like to use the tuner just to make sure I'm not getting any SWR, any reflected power back, anything to worry about with my amplifier. And this, I really just use this for the DX Commander. I have 4 antennas, so I have the DX Commander with the 80 meter extension, and that's on coax 2 setting. I usually run it direct unless I'm on 80 meters and need to tune or 17 meters to get a better match. And typically the DX Commander is a resonant antenna, so I don't really need this much, but I just like to have a little extra protection for when I'm running the amp. And this can handle 500 watts without a problem. Let's see, my other antennas are, going back to the switch. Actually, no, not to the switch. I didn't show you this here. This is my remote antenna switch. So one coax, and then this control cable that I made. I made this switch box, obviously, and it goes to a 4-position antenna switch, remote antenna switch that's out by my tower. And so right now I only have 2 antennas on that: the EndFed Random Wire, and which is 40 through, I guess, probably 6 meters, and then the loop, which is a 40-meter delta loop, so 40, 20, and 15 and 10. That'll run resonant on 10. It's a little bit touchier, but so I can switch off on the random wire. If I wanted to, I could run both of them. I guess if I wanted to. So those are the 2 antennas that run off that, and my DX Commander is in this position too, coax 2 direct. I said I have 4 antennas. The EndFed Halfwave antenna for 40 through 10 is up there. I just don't have it connected right now because I want to get the wire up higher. Let's see, what else am I missing? That's most of my shack. Up above, I have some of the workstation here, the solder reflow station, and I have adjustable power supply there. Over here is my first antenna tuner when I got back into ham radio that I used with my QCX40 that I built, and then the extra tubes that I have, and the Xiegu G90, fantastic fun rig, and my handy talkies. That's just about it. That's my shack. It's not huge, but it's worked for me. Oh, I guess I should show it too. Up above is our club's, the laptop's partly closed, but this is the Yaesu System Fusion Wires X gateway for our club. So digital gateway. So our repeater, our digital repeater for the club is located at the 911 tower, about 15 miles away, 10 miles away. But we don't have internet access there. We are not allowed to have internet access there because it's a 911 facility, so we can't have access. So what we do is we run a gateway here at my QTH, and that's what provides the internet access to have digital, to be able to connect the digital nodes. And there is the 2-meter rig with the what is it, HRI 200, I think is what it's called, which provides the linking for the laptop to that mobile rig, and that's set up for the gateway for our digital repeater. And that's everything. That's my station. Like I said, nothing that fancy, but it works pretty well for me.